What's going on, guys? Let's talk about a few things. We got a ton of really great comments in the last video, and we wanted to address one or two of them. So let's get into it.
Yeah, guys, there's a million ways to do this. Long story short, I'm not a professional machinist or anything, but at the end of the day, I'm making good-looking chips. The holes come out tapped real well. And I break a tap about once every 2 years. In fact, the reason I was doing that so much is that the tap is very old and worn out.
We didn't go down to the countertop store and buy granite, right?
No, this is AA grade laboratory granite parallel, which means the two sides of this are so extremely close to the same width, it's beyond my ability to measure it.
Now, this may be our ignorance in surface grinders, but I don't believe the surface grinder needs an exceptional amount of stiffness.
Yeah.
It does need to be stiff, but Ryan and I have built a few CNC machines in the past, and milling is a totally different beast. It requires a much greater amount of stiffness. So when we scale that up, that big grinder will eventually become a mill, and so we're going to make that as stiff as we possibly can.
Right. Now, dampening, on the other hand, that's got a lot more to do with any kind of machine chatter, play like that. Might be a valid thing that we look into.
Yeah, absolutely. To prove that this is a strong frame even as is, and the reason we stopped welding it when we did, I'm about 165 pounds. I'm going to see if I can put the majority of my weight on here. Put right next to the lid cage. We get maybe a quarter thou movement, well within our tolerances.
Yep. In the end, that is part of the design. The third part of the 3 points is going to be the column in the back. And then two more up front under the rails. But just for kicks, let's show what happens if you get this thing really out of kilter and stick a nut under one end of it and push on it.
We got a nut here. I'm going to hold this back down.
Yep, I'll push on this side. And yep, look at that. You get a bit of movement. Now, triangulation would take some of that out, but I think really we just want it on a solid base underneath on the 3 points.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I've got this nice and wiggly loose here, and if I go ahead and tighten it all the way up, I don't think that even wiggled.
I don't think it did either.
Yeah.
And this is one that has a bunch of shims under it, in case you're wondering.
I love it.
Great idea.
So a real grinder, I understand if you're really good at setting that up and everything, you could get something that's down into the, 10 or 20 millionths of an inch or something. I don't think we're going to get there. I'm not real worried about it. Keep in mind the end goal for this is still the lathe, which is out by about 7 thousandths.
Yeah.
And if we got that down to a half a thou, we'd be really excited.
Yeah. Is that about it?
Yeah. Well, oh, no, wait. There is one more thing, isn't there?
Now that you mention it, I think there might be 10,000 more things.
1,000.
We have 10,000 subscribers, guys. No idea how that happened. Thank you so much for watching and all your great comments. I mean, it really means a lot to us. It's nice to know that you guys are learning along with us, and that's what we want. So keep watching. Stay tuned. Next week, we're going to get back to the lathe. So, in fact, actually, that video will be up very soon. So keep an eye out for that one. That's going to be it. See you guys.
See ya.